Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Chuke, is that you? No! F***ing Chuke!
Welcome all once again, Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Well, as many of you know, I love the topic of bear defense, and especially bear defense with a pistol. People always get my message twisted and say that I advocate for going out into the woods with just a pistol. That's crazy. You want a 45-70 or a hunting rifle or a 12 gauge with slugs as your first line of defense against bears, but sometimes all you have is a pistol, and if that's all you have, then I want to make sure I have the right pistol. So I'm going to be comparing 3 of my bear pistols. These are actually the only 3 bear pistols I currently own, and I'm going to see how fast I can get off shots, how accurate, and just because I have a lot of discussions about this, and just decide in this video what I'm mainly going to carry this summer for bear defense while hunting, hiking, and fishing. So first of all, everybody knows I'm a 10mm guy. I got my Glock 20, 15 plus 1 round capacity, 10mm Glock 20. It's just a classic. It's solid. I've never had a malfunction with this pistol personally. I love it. I've got this old light on here. It's my kind of go-to bear gun, but I've got some others I love, and I've got this Ruger Toklat 454 Casull. It's the Super Red Hawk, and it's kind of the pride of my collection. It's just, this thing is so bad. It's just it hits really hard, but it's heavy, so it's not overwhelming in the recoil. But I mean, the 454 Casull is just a beast. When you talk about something that'll put down a bear, this can and has done the job. Not this pistol personally, but a lot of people use these 454 Casull. This has some custom work done by Wild West Guns. It's not the full Wolverine. It doesn't have the ports, but it does have the trigger job and the finish. So this thing is amazing. I've got several different holsters for it. This is the just in case hip holster that I'll wear sometimes just out when I'm picking berries. I call this my berry picking gun. In the fall time when I'm picking berries, I'm close to the road, I don't mind something heavy, I'll throw this on. So, and the third one I'm going to review is a newer one to me. This is a Ruger Red Hawk Alaskan in the small frame, 2.5 inch I think, but it's the 480 Ruger. So the whole reason I got this, because it packs way more of a punch than 44 Magnum, but it's got not as much recoil as the 454 in this package. So it's going to be snappier than a lot of guns because it's a snubby, but the whole reason they designed this cartridge is to limit some of the felt recoil. So I love this thing. It actually fits my Toklat holsters because it's the same frame in that large Ruger Alaskan. And so as far as ammo, I've got just some plinking ammo for the 10. I'll put some bear loads in it. I've got this Buffalo Bore 325 grain hard cast Long Windy Road gave me. So this is hard hitting bear loads, and this is mostly what I've found available for the 480 Ruger. This is the Dangerous Game mono metal 330 grain. This is mostly what I have. So I am going to shoot all 3 guns, kind of see how quickly I can get shots off, how accurate. But you got to remember, when you're going through the woods and a bear just comes at you screaming and growling, which has happened to me before, unless you're really trained and you do tons of training on your muscle memory and reaction time, the first thing you're going to do is a startled reaction like this. Look! And that's what I do when a bear comes at me, and I'm like, ugh! Then I get the gun out. So you want to try to avoid that. And one thing that helps, if I'm going through thick brush, I'm not going to keep the gun holstered. I am going to pull the pistol out, because that's what those grizzlies love. They love the thick brush. They're trying to lay down and stay cool, and then you scare them. It could be a mama with sows. You come startle them. They come ripping out there, 40 miles an hour, and there's not much you can do unless you're ready to stop them. So I have my pistol out when I'm going through thick brush and it's really berry. I'm seeing bear scat, there's salmon around or berries, scraping on trees. We've seen all kinds of signs. If I'm in one of those areas, I've got the pistol kind of at the ready in my hand. Of course, you want to identify the threat. You don't want to be shooting at somebody who rustles the trees, another human being that comes through, because that's happened before, sadly, and people get shot in bear country because people get so jumpy. So you want to identify the threat, but you want to quickly raise your firearm and get some shots off and fight that startle reaction. So we're going to shoot all three of these guns and see how Chuke does, and at the end I'm going to decide, I guess, what's going to be my main bear pistol this season. All right, see what happens. All right, so I got the target 7 yards away. I'm walking through thick brush. I'm not going to mess with the holster because I've got my sidearm at the ready. I know there's a lot of bears here, and suddenly a bear roars, because I've had them do that, and slap the gravel, and it's scary. It makes you want to pee your pants. I wouldn't suggest it, but anyways, I'm walking through the woods here. I see a bear. I've got my trusty Glock 10. Oh, a bear! Another thing is, a lot of people, when they shoot, they'll shoot over, and I suggest going to a knee and taking a shot, because a lot of people shoot over the bear. But my shots, looks like I went really low and really wild. I was shooting as fast as I could, and I think I would have hit a big bear. I don't know if it would have been a headshot. It looks like all the shots were low, and I also ruined Long Windy Road's stand because I shot the wood up really low. So I don't know, I got to work on that. My accuracy, shooting fast like that, you'd probably want to take your time, but I just wanted to get as much shots off as I could. So yeah, my accuracy was very poor. So I did take the bear's leg out. So it is a wounded one-legged bear, and it's going to have a harder time charging me with only one leg. I should have got more of a headshot in the central nervous system, but I think what I was going for here was trying to take its leg out so it couldn't come at me as fast. So let's try the revolver. So I'm walking down the similar strip of woods, got the trusty toclat. It's pretty berry out. I hear something. Oh, it's a brown bear. Ow. Ah, yeah, that was not pleasant. That was not pleasant. Let's see. I shot a little bit better with it, though. I think those are the holes. They're bigger. It's hard to say if I even hit it. I was just feeling the pain. You could see my control wasn't that great either. I'm just trying to, that was definitely, yeah, those were 454 holes right there, because those are huge. So I actually shot a little bit better than the 10, but I also broke my wrist. So there's that. Let's try the 480 Ruger. All right, we're rolling. All right, this time I got the 480 Ruger snubby. Walking down a similar stretch. Oh man, a brown bear. Okay, that was painful too. I'm not gonna lie, that hurt, but it wasn't overwhelmingly so. And oh wow, I doubled up on one of the holes from the 454, and ooh, I got a little bit better shooting with that. So still a terrible shot, but I don't know, I'm almost shooting the revolvers better than the 10 millimeter today. So let me think about this. All right, guys. Well, I do not deny that of all the big channels, I am the worst pistol shot of all the big channels. I don't train enough, and I don't do my dry fire enough. I'll have times where I shoot a lot more, but the crazy thing is I'm a crack shot with the rifle. I hit running animals in one shot all the time, and I'm just an amazing rifle shot. But pistols are so much harder, and they feel more alien to me, so I do need to work on my pistol work. But I was surprised. I surprisingly shot better with the big revolvers. So I do need to work on my semi-auto firing. The revolvers were more painful to shoot, but I got more killing shots with the big bore revolvers. So in this test, I'm gonna have to say the 480 Ruger won. I got the best shot with the 480 Ruger. It wasn't as painful to shoot, but it goes back to the deal that there's only 6 shots in it compared to the 10, which had 15 plus 1. So this is making me rethink my selection, and I'm probably going to carry the revolvers a little more than the 10 millimeter until I can get practice up and shooting better at fast, as fast as I can at close range, and see if I can get a little more accurate with it. But out of the 3 bear guns I have, I'm calling the 480 Ruger the winner, surprisingly. All right, guys, I don't know if the 480 wins after all, because this happens every time, and I do need to clean it really well, but the cases expand and they stick in here, and I got a pound on this thing, and I can't get it out of the cylinder. So this gun is going to be useless to me if I can't reload quickly. That's just ridiculous. I can't believe the cases every time. All I've ever shot was buffalo boar out of this, but they expand every time, and I have a heck of a time getting them out of this thing. So I'm gonna have to work to get that out, but it's expanded and the shells are stuck in there, the brass is. So that's not good. I'd say 454 wins, actually.
My name is Chuke. I like to trade my guns just for fun, but now I have none. Oh, no, get shot by a bear, but I don't care. I got a 10 millimeter. Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Watch you all die.